Outdoors, coming to you today, bring you a throwback video from this past duck season. It's an awesome year, one of the better duck seasons that I've had in a couple of years. A lot of enjoyable hunts, a lot of opportunities to get out and to go hunting, and had some incredible spots this year. So stay tuned and check out some of the top footage from this year, 2016-2017 waterfowl season. So to start out, we are headed to the lake, and the first bird to fall in this group was actually the second speckled-bellied goose that was ever shot out of the lake blind that I'm actually in, since those guys have been out there. So check this clip out.
You guys ready?
Roll.
Go.
Okay. Oh my God! Woo! Mercy! Nice, man.
That was nice.
Nice.
That was really good.
So when you think lake and you think open water, big water, you're thinking big water ducks, lots of divers. That's what we're going to shoot out there on the lake. Such is the case at the beginning of the year, but there are a few good days where we get some awesome mallard action. This was one of those days where we had a nice group come in.
Oh, I hit that on my last shot.
Boom! Man, they cleared off on the side too far.
So in this next clip, what you're going to see is a hunt where I was invited to go hunt. It's actually a spot that I leased for several years previously. I dropped it this last year and joined up with another club, and just for better opportunities, it was a little bit closer to my house. So anyways, this was an awesome spot that we hunted just outside of Plexico, literally just a few miles as the crow flies from Mingo National Wildlife Refuge. Such a fun hunt, and this was a super foggy day. A lot of guys don't like to hunt foggy days, and typically that's me. But anyways, had the opportunity, went out with some buddies, and we killed a couple that day, but most of all, we had a good time doing it. Check out the footage from this day.
Shoot him. I rolled that one.
You shot too, that one's hurt.
Going down too. Dude, that was actually decent shooting there. What's bad is I shot at it after it was falling.
The right one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I shot that.
Yeah, after you folded it, I shot it, and then I pulled into that second high one and shot. Rolled it.
As many of you may be aware, I am a student pastor at a local church in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and through duck hunting, I am able to connect with many of my students. And this particular clip that you're about to see was actually one of those instances where I actually was hunting with a student out of my church that's actually connected to the club that I'm in. And anyways, I ended up leaving my GoPro behind, so he thought he would be cool, and he ended up trying to shoot some footage and caught this priceless moment. But Colton, you're still awesome in my book.
Dadgummit. You didn't see nothing.
I might have to quit watching it.
Alright, reload.
crap.
This next clip is actually from a hunt that I took out on Coon Island. Coon Island was where I cut my teeth in duck hunting, where I learned a lot about waterfowl. And all of the years that I've hunted out there, I think I've killed ringneck and we've killed some bufflehead out there, but only about maybe a handful of divers total out there. I'm hunting out there this particular morning, and lo and behold, the trophy of all ducks comes in, and I get a chance at him. Check this clip out.
I don't know what kind of duck that is. You got the camera on? It's a canvasback, dude. Canvasback, dude. Deep. That sucker. That thing is gorgeous. Let me get the dog up here now. Come here, buddy. Over here. Over here.
So if you're familiar at all with southeast Missouri duck hunting, you know about Otter Slough. And Otter Slough offers an awesome opportunity to get out there if you can draw out. And the case this day, we barely made it in this hunt. I think we were like the second to the last draw. And we ended up picking a blind that really we didn't want, but we love hunting the lake, love the opportunity and the scenery. Even if you're not shooting ducks, the scenery out there is just awesome. And good time with great friends. And we ended up limiting out this day. But here's a few clips from that hunt.
I was watching those two. All three. He's pulling around. He's going to get Sam. He's coming. He's going to come right down the pipe. Right there, busting. Let's get him. I know.
As I mentioned earlier, duck hunting is an awesome way as a student pastor for me to connect with the young men of my church. And this hunt was a very special hunt where I actually took some young men from my church, and I had one dad that went along and helped me. And for literally the first 45 minutes of daylight, it was non-stop action and an awesome outing with two of my students. It was quite the early morning flurry. I think we were like 14, 15 ducks in 30 minutes. Just 2 or 3 groups shy of limiting out the way we were shooting that day. Check this out.
They come over the trees. They were headed back to the right whenever last time I saw them. There's another group on the other side of the trees. Here they come. Get ready. Kill those ducks. No, don't shoot him again. Get up.
This last clip that you're about to see is an opportunity in which I was given to go and hunt just beside Coon Island conservation area in a flooded field. The field hadn't had any pressure throughout the entire week. Coon Island was getting hit hard. Surrounding fields were getting hunted hard. So we went in there, took layout blinds, layout boats, thinking we were gonna smack them. Such was not the case. Sadly, we ended up with just a couple of birds, but still it was an enjoyable hunt. And here is a clip from that hunt. Enjoy.
I wouldn't shoot over y'all. They're coming back. Smoke that one.
Well guys, that about wraps it up for this episode, the final episode of the waterfowl season. I've had, like I said, an incredible waterfowl season. There were so many instances and hunts that I went on where I wish that I would have had a camera with me, but filming can become a pretty rough task, and trying to enjoy the sport and then trying to capture everything that you're seeing. And guys that do it every single hunt, that's a special breed of individual. I just couldn't do it. And there was one particular hunt that I went on where I shot into the biggest group of mounds that I've ever shot into, probably 150 birds. And I know some guys are like, oh, you don't shoot in you educate 149 of them. Yes and no. It was really hard not to want to shoot into this group. It was incredible to watch. An icy day even on the lake, over 1.5 inches of ice out there on the lake, but it was an awesome hunt. So many opportunities just like this, canvasback shoots that I never got on film, but that's neither here nor there. I hope that you've enjoyed following me this waterfowl season, and look forward to many more waterfowl seasons with you along with me. As waterfowl season comes to a close, it's the beginning of spring turkey hunting and fishing, bass fishing, crappie fishing. I'm going to be bringing you guys in on a lot of stuff. Have a couple of tournaments possibly in the future that I may even film those tournaments and give you guys some enjoyment to watch. Actually working on getting a new kayak right now. We're going to be setting up for the spring and the summer, so stay tuned with me. Don't leave me, guys. Look forward to taking you along on many more outdoor adventures. Thank you for watching this episode of Jared Davis Outdoors.